What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Salt, where I've been wandering around looking for my boat. I picked up a couple pieces of fruit in between episodes, but it's time to record. I only did like 2 episodes. Usually what I do is when I start a series, I sit down and I mass record the first burst, because I think you can only get that initial enthusiasm in the first sitting. But I think I saw the deer down here, and we ran out of episodes this week, and so I'm ready to record. I just woke up though, so I'm a little bit groggy right now. I woke up kind of late. I feel embarrassed about it. I sleep like a 15-year-old even though I'm like almost 30. It's just like one of those things where... Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, so let's see if we can get him. Did we get him? Okay, so that got him. And he's off this direction. Let's be on him. I've got to stay with him though. These deer have the tendency to just like vanish on you sometimes, and so if we can chase him down and just keep him... Alright, let me see if I can get another shot off. I could have taken that one right there, but I didn't hesitate. Yeah, I shot you in the butt, deer. What are you gonna do? Like, butt deer? Oh, there's white flowers right here too. I want those. I need those. Hold on, hold on. Game off. I turn off the hunt. Okay, so there we go. Turn down the hunt. Okay, so we turned down the hunt. We killed ourselves a deer, and he actually fell in a remarkable position. He kind of fell in a cute position. I feel bad now. I shot him too many times in the rumpus. Let's go ahead and loot the little sucker. I don't know what just happened to my frame rate right there. It was just like, no. You have killed the natural deer, therefore you shall no longer play the game smoothly, villain. Away with you. Away from my island, villain. I always say villain because it's more, I don't know. Villain sounds like a mixture of names like Victor and Elaine, though. I don't know, if your parents couldn't make up their mind, they'd be like, hey, let's just name him Villain. And then, of course, there's the classical joke that I did during my town series, where I had, like, a bad guy who has anvils, like, his tools are anvils, and he was the Anvillain. And so he was a bad guy who uses anvils to craft, he has, like, magic anvils, like, on his armor that he uses to craft all kinds of things, but it looks like he's just hitting himself, because the anvils are, like, affixed to his armor, you know what I mean? The Anvillain. So anyways... I think we've just about tapped out this island. I think the way that I'm going to navigate from now on, if I can find it, didn't we go... There it is. That's the mountain. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle around that island right there. We're just going to go in a big circle around it until we find our way. And we're going to use that as a point of reference until we can either make ourselves a sextant or we can make ourselves a compass, although there's still more plant fibers over here. So let me get down on that real fast. Yeah, there we go. Although my... Damn it. I'm out of stamina again. I'm sprinting too much. The universe doesn't like it when I sprint up hills. There we go. So the wood log has been taken. Let us have a brief jaunt throughout the hills and plains. I think I can resummon my boat wherever I want. And so I think that's what I shall do. Let me go to my boat menu. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty... Oh my god, it spawned on top of my head. That seems dangerous. And also, like it might have the possibility to wound. Let's go ahead and push that out into the ocean by mashing on the E key for a little bit. The E key, you just gotta mash on it sometimes. There we go. And so we are off and away from this island. We hunted ourselves a deer. We found a little bit of food. I think we'll be good in the long term for right now. I think we've got all the things that we need to be sustainable over the short term journey. I think this island, unless I see anything else, I think that island over there is going to be the next one that we move around at. In the interest of making new crafting recipes, I almost said new crassing recipes, and I don't need recipes for that. I can be crass just as easily as everybody else. In the interest of getting new crafting recipes, you have to kill pirates from what I understand. I went in between episodes and tried to look up the crafting recipes so that I could figure out what they were. And the unfortunate thing is that there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of information. I mean, there is a wiki, but even that, the information is more colloquial than actually real. It's just sort of people have thrown things in there and been like, I think when I did this and this, I got this. And while that's fine, I would prefer things to be a little bit more formulaic and easy to identify. And so I think we're going to try and attain as many things as we can from the pirates while we're out here. I may also make a new boat. Let's have a look here. Can I make the new boat yet? What materials do I have? I've got 4 hardwood. I think I need more hardwood than that in order to make it work. We got 12 coins. Oh, that's good. Let me take a look at this thing real fast. So in order to make ourselves a sailboat, we need 7 hardwood and 4 cloth. So that's probably the next thing that I'm going to go for. Our bow is doing pretty well so far. It's doing a lot of damage. I think it's keeping us away from enemies, and it's making it so that we don't have to worry too badly about being murdered. On the downside, we don't really have a weapon to defend ourselves. Are there more pirates over there? I think I see more pirates walking around. I know we cleared that island out, but it appears as though they have returned. Let's hit this island first. There's not a lot of trees in this island, which makes me think that it's one of the islands that has a lot of food on it. The islands that have tons of food, oh, maybe the trees just aren't popping in yet. Boop, 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 boop. There they go. Maybe there are a lot more foresty type areas over here. It should be okay. But yeah, I'm just going to make a big circle around this island because this one is very, very... Well, it's very, very identifiable. It doesn't look like any of the other islands. It's very, very unique in the way that it like stands against the skyline. And so that I think it's a pretty good idea to navigate by using that right there. I hope that later on, once I get a sextant, I should be able... You plot the angle in between a star and the island you're looking for, and you can figure out directionality and whatnot using a sextant. I'm hoping that there's some kind of very, very... Yeah, I'm really hoping that there's some kind of star that will be in the sky around this that's identifiable and is easy to see. Oh good, the sun is going down. Great, just what I like doing, exploring new islands that might be filled with death and horrible unwonder. Unwonder is like the opposite of fanciful wonder. So you know, like you go to Disneyland and there's like a sense of wonder. A sense of unwonder is the opposite of that. It's the opposite of Disneyland feelings. Go ahead and ram the raft into the side of the island because I don't have to fix this thing. And sail down. Alright, and we ran aground slightly, but that's actually good. That means that I don't have to come back and look for this thing later. I think we're going to just go straight on in. Let's just have a little look around and see what we can find. It's almost nighttime. I'd love to get myself some more moonstone ore. We didn't gather the first one, but we were really, really lucky in that we found the moonstone ore when we first started off. And apparently that's like rare. I looked it up afterwards and it seems like that doesn't come around too often. You can make like some kind of cool weapon out of it. For right now though, I'm more interested in hardwood. I don't see anything off on this side. We may have to forego exploration until the morning. That's always a very, very real possibility whenever the sun's going down. I love the way the environment is portrayed in this game. Everything just looks great. I mean, it's simplistic, but at the same time, it's nice to look at. That's one of the things that's really drawn me into Salt, is just the aesthetics of the entire thing are nice. It's just... It's very, very... Ow. What the hell? Ow! Oh, it's a thorn vine. Okay, so don't step on thorn vines. I'm gonna go ahead and make a campfire right now. We'll camp on the beach. Although that's a great way to get sand in your eye. I camped on a beach one time, and I woke up at like 4 in the morning, which is like a grain of sand in my eye, and I just couldn't get it out. Oh, it was awful. I hated it so much. I hated every moment of it so much. I think we need like a flint, and I think we need like a log to make a campfire. Yeah. What? You can make a short sword? Oh, but it'll use up the rest of my stone. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's just make the campfire for right now. And then we'll go see if we can find some more flint anywhere. And if we can find some more flint, we'll be able to make ourselves a short sword. Because that sounds way better than this ridiculous knobby club that I've been carrying around the whole time. It's hard on my hands. I don't have sandpaper or any way to smooth it. And so the unfortunate thing here is that it's just been wearing down my palms. I mean, people have been noticing. When I shake hands, they're like, wow, you've got really rough hands. You must be an honest worker. I'm like, actually, I'm just kind of this lazy roustabout that sails around the islands murdering people and taking their stuff. I probably shouldn't have admitted to that because I feel like you're probably going to tell the police on me now. But what can you do? What do I do with that? Deer meat is 360 food. I don't need to cook it or anything? Okay. It's 360 food. I guess you could say that it would fill up our stomach in all degrees. Let's go for like a 12... I'll do an 11 hour. I think that should bring us into morning. Possibly. There we go. And so now we've got dawn coming in. We can leave the campfire right where it is. At this point, I think we should still be able to identify some of the more useful things that are laying around, like the moonstone over there. Hold on. Can I make a pickaxe with the things that I have? Because if I can get that, 1 hardstone and 1 log. Do I have hardstone? I don't know if I have that. I don't think that I do. Did I just hear something? I feel like I just heard something, like something was going to try and murder me. I definitely feel like there was some kind of verbal acknowledgement made that might end in my death. And I'd prefer to stay alive right now. Being alive is pretty cool. I've grown accustomed to it, and so the opposite, I'd prefer to stay... Ooh, more mushrooms. Awesome. We've managed to survive thus far by eating random things that we've picked up off the ground, so I figure we might as well continue doing it. Oh wow, there's a bunch of it over here. Awesome. That'll keep us stocked for a while. I had a lot of food problems in my own personal playthrough. When I played this on the stream, I just couldn't find food anywhere, but in this playthrough, I've been really, really lucky for that. I mean, maybe it's just because I didn't notice the stuff up in the trees. That's the other possibility. Okay, so there's a hardwood log. We need a little bit more, though. Is that a hardwood log? No. Was it 5 that I needed? Let's take a look at that. No, that's my journal. I don't want that. Is it 5? It's 7. Okay, so we need 2 more hardwoods. So we'll keep an eye out if there's a deer around here. I'll probably try and hunt it, because they do drop pretty good stuff. You want to start collecting some of the leather so that you can make yourself armor, so that when you go up against the bad guys, you're a little bit more survivable. And then B, the second half of that is the armor in this game makes it so that you can sprint longer without your stamina running out. I think it actually like buffs you for sprinting, and that's pretty awesome, because I am the kind of person that likes to sprint everywhere. With reckless abandon, I just run all over the place, and it gets me into trouble. I thought I saw a mushroom over here, but I guess I didn't. I'm seeing mushrooms everywhere at this point. It's probably a symptom of having eaten hallucinogenic mushrooms off the ground. Seeing them everywhere. We got black flowers, white flowers. If you mix a white flower with a black flower, you get an antidote. I think the white flowers give you a potion so that you can fight some of the nastier enemies. You can just like run away and then restock your health real fast. What's on this side? Anything over here? I feel like this island is actually kind of a bust for us. This didn't work out so great. While normally, any type of bust makes me happy, the bust here is not the happy type of bust. It's not the sort of bust that we must. I think that... God, I don't see anything on this side. I'm going to go back over this way, and I guess we'll abandon this island. There's no rocks, there's no anything here, and I think that's the one thing that we're lacking at this point, is we don't have any way to get hardstone. And until we get hardstone, that's that. We can't make ourselves a pickaxe and come back and get some of this moonanite ore or whatever the hell it is. Hardwood log, we're almost there. One more hardwood log and we can make a better boat. Another thorn vine. You can make tripwires with the thorn vine, in case you were wondering. That's all that it does. I think I'm probably just going to jump back onto the boat. We'll probably sail around this side, but although I think that island over there on the other side of it is where we came from. And so we might be out of islands here. I guess we could try and go to the one that's further out over there. I don't know if that's still going to be on the horizon. I wish that the view range was just a smidge further. Let me see if I can write this thing properly while I push this thing out here. There we go. I just wanted it to turn slightly when it's out on the water. There we go. And so now, well, there we go. That should work. Off we go to the next island. I think I'll probably go to that little one over there. I know that I'm already abandoning my plan of following that island all the way around in a circle, but it doesn't look like there's anything off that way, so we're just going to have to play it safe for right now. That's my campfire over there. Oh, I missed a log. Damn it! I'm always missing the good stuff. I'm always missing the good stuff. It's the story of my life. The story of my life. Let's eat some food real fast because our stamina bar is about halfway depleted, and I don't want to be depleted right now. I think we'll eat a tree fruit. Mmm, delicious. It tastes fruity. We've also got a juicy fruit. It increases your run speed. I'll probably hold off on that. Let's just eat something smaller because I don't think that we really need that much food for right now. I could probably get away with allowing my hunger to fall off a little bit further as we play this episode, but I like this game. I like this game a lot. It's relaxing for some reason. It's a very, very relaxing game for me. It's one of those games that I don't have to like stress about using my AP properly. I don't have to stress about flanking. I don't have to worry about, you know, dying instantaneously if I run out of food. Very, very stress-free environment, even though there are people trying to stab things into you like pointy objects. I don't know if the map randomly generates endlessly. Like if I sail in one direction, I don't know if there's an end to the map or if it just keeps generating islands until you stop. I hope that it goes on endlessly because I'd really like this series to be a long-term mainstay on the channel. I'd love to get at least 20 episodes in. Just kind of see where we end up. I don't know if there'll be enough content, but as of right now, I think I could at least get another 4 or 5 episodes in. We don't have any armor, we don't have any cool stuff. I think it does. You see how it chugged right there for a second? I think it does. It automatically generates new stuff when you get really far out. So we've still got our... You can still see the smoke on the side of it. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you can still see the campfires over there. I hope that that's not going to drop off the horizon when we go and beach ourselves over here. I'd still prefer to keep that within my eye line because there's 2 islands right over there. There's that one, and there's one on the other side that both have that moon ore that make a glowing sword or something like that, as people have said in the comments. And if there's one thing I know about swords, it's that if it glows, it's better, especially if its name is written in purple. I don't know why that's how it is. That's just the nature of the universe. It's the nature of the sortiverse. The sortiverse. Such a really lazy version of the universe. It's like, do you want to go do this? Sorta. I don't know. Do you like the universe? Sorta. It's the sortiverse. Either that or it's a universe that really, really likes bubble sorting things and shake sorting things. That's your computer science humor for the day. There's like one deer on this island. How did that deer get out here? Did he swim? He must have swam. He swum his way out here. Onwards! We will take the beach. We will fear no deer. We will slay them. Let's see if I can... Got him! Oh, there's 2 of them. Well then. This might be a good opportunity for me. Oh. Got him. So down he goes. That death animation, though. Alright, so we'll grab our arrows back. I missed over here. Let me see if I can find that arrow. It may have shot off into the ocean. It's a possibility. We've got plenty of materials to make more anyways, so it's not really something that's super pressing. I will break some boulders because this is what we were looking for, so that we could get some hard stone. Okay, we got ourselves a stone block. Not quite there, I guess. What is that? It's green. A rich boulder. Cool. It's a boulder with social status. It's a boulder that is welcomed at fancy parties. It's also a boulder with a thick chin on it. Oh my god, this thing is not going. Come on now. It's because I'm only hitting it for like 1 damage every swing. Apparently it's been taking classes or something. Hey, we got our hard stone ore. There it is. So now that we've acquired hard stone, this is actually a resource island. I'm pretty excited about this. What we can do now is we can take the hard stone. Let me open up my crafting menu. And we can combine that with a normal log. And that should give us a pickaxe. Once we have a pickaxe, we can assign that to one of our buttons. And so I think I'll probably assign it to 3. No, the arrows were assigned to 3. So that's there. Let me go ahead and I'm going to take that off 2. We'll assign that to 2. We'll put you on 3 and we'll put you on 4. There we go. Get things reorganized a little bit. And so now we've got a pickaxe. And I think this makes you get better stuff out of boulders maybe. Or at least makes you kill them faster. One or the other. We can also make a sword if we can get a little bit more flintstone. The other stuff that I picked up, I'm not really sure what it is, but we'll take a look at it in just a second. Come on. Mining my way around. Aw, oh no, we only got 1 stone block. That's not exciting. That's not something to awe yeah about. That was an utter waste of an aw yeah. We can't have an aw yeah if we only got like 1 thing out of it. You gotta get more things out of it. I would like to shoot this deer over here. As soon as he draws near, we will place him with fear. Or fill him with fear. Okay. Oh, he stopped. He realized he had been shot, and he was just, I give up. I give up. I'll go and get him in a second. I need to recover these arrows before I forget where they're at. There's one. They're so tiny. It can be very, very easy to lose. Although that's kind of realistic. I used to do archery, and I lost arrows all the time. I was constantly losing arrows, especially if you have like crabgrass wherever you're shooting, because the arrows would bury themselves into the crabgrass, and you'll never find them. That arrow is gone for good. I suppose the better bit of advice would be to say that I should just aim better. That would be the dad advice right there. Be like, well, maybe you should aim better, and then you wouldn't lose so many arrows. But, in my defense, it's not like I grew up firing arrows at things, so, you know. It's good upper body work. Real good upper body work. Get yourself a good 60-pound longbow, 50-pound longbow. Draw that thing a couple 100 times a day while practicing. You'll be having guns. Your fingers will get all crazy, too. You'll have, like, strong, yoked out, like, thunky fingers. What is this? Hardwood? Nope, just normal wood. Oh well, we'll have to make do with it for right now. Can you make do with wood? I don't think wood attracts dew. It'd be pretty awesome though if we could make a Mountain Dew distillery out of our logs. That would make me happy. Mountain Dew is one of my longtime favorite drinks, and I never drink it anymore because it's bad for you. Like, you'll see, kids, someday when you get older, you got to start, like, making decisions about, like, what you want to put inside your body, because all of a sudden, when you hit, like, 27, your body, your metabolism is just like, alright, we're no longer going to burn through all of these calories. The name of the game is we're going to store them all now, for the future, just in case. And so then you have to, like, be discerning about what you eat. I mean, you don't have to be, I guess. You could just, like, man mode out and eat whatever the hell you want. But I tried that and it didn't go so great for me. Tried that, didn't go so great for me. Alright, there's another little bit of stone. I don't know why we need all this stone. There's another wood log. This island has been really, really good for our gathering professions. There we go. Grab you. We got a bunch of plant fibers. I think what I could do now... Let me see. I think I figured out what it was for the... If we go like that. And then I think I figured out the recipe for a fishing rod. It's one of these. Maybe you have to have... So you use the tree fruit as a bobber, from what I understand. But by and large, it does not appear to be working for me. Oh, look, I can make a boot! Das Boot. That sounds pretty cool. Should I make a boot? What does that do? Does the gem do anything for me? Can I put the gem on a bamboo stick and have an awesome scepter? So that people think that I'm cool and that I own stuff on the island? Maybe you need strong fibers, and that's why this isn't working. I'll probably turn these fibers into cloth anyways because we're trying to work our way towards a new boat. And I think that might be a good plan. What were the boat materials one more time? 4 cloth. Okay, so we've got that for right now. We need to track down... Well, I need to track down a fishing pole recipe or something. So we need to fight some pirates here sooner rather than later so that we can make a little bit of tactical advancement. Looks like we do have a couple of islands out that way. But I think we've more or less tapped this place out, or at least mined this place out. I wouldn't call those taps. They were a little bit aggressive to be called taps. They were more like lunges, violent crashes into the side of the rock. I'm glad that we got actually something accomplished here now, though. We've got ourselves a better weapon, so that's good. I'm sorry, we've got ourselves a better mining tool. Can I make myself a weapon now? I have 5 of those. I think I may try. Let's take that. And what was the other material? It wasn't hardwood. Was it just normal wood? Yeah, there we go. And we can make ourselves a short sword. Let's make a short sword. It's gotta be better than like the club. At least I hope it is. And so you will no longer find us in the club. You will find us with the short sword. Let's whip it on out. Cool. I mean, you know, it's not the most beautiful weapon. It's not something that's going to attract people to be like, wow, that is a beautiful piece of equipment you carry with you. But it's better than having a ridiculous, like, caveman club that we're trying to kill civilized barbarian pirates with. Civilized barbarian pirates? I don't think that that works. Either way, those pirates have real weaponry made out of, like, real materials, like steel. And so we've got to up the ante here. As much as Annie does not want us to, we must go up the ante. Jump onto here. The flag's all down. We're good to go. Let me keep an eye on the big mountain. And we'll see what we can accomplish here. There's a giant island over there, but I think we'll resume the next episode when we get to this island. So I will see you all there. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here today as we hang out and play Salt for a little bit. Have a relaxing afternoon, just enjoying each other's company. I'll see you all there. Hi-do, everybody.